Assalamu alaikum. Detroit. Miles number one. Ramadan. What is Ramadan? In short, and in a nutshell, Ramadan is to bring you closer to humanity. It's to show you what it feels like for people who can't even get the things that they need, let alone the things that they want. So you have to abstain from doing that which you need, and you also have to abstain from doing that which you want for so many hours. And during that time when you going through that, you're supposed to think about the individual who cannot get no water, who cannot eat, who does not have a house, who do not have the basic necessities to do none of these things. It is to bring you closer to humanity. Ramadan, it raises the individual up above his or hers emotions. It raises you up above your emotions into the thinking of God, into the compassion of God, into the mercy of God for 30 days. So if you want to argue with your brother or your sister, it says don't do this for 30 days. And after them 30 days, see how do you look at that which has touched your emotions and forced you to argue. Debating in the best of manner is different than arguing and insulting the next man without trying to understand that man's position, by simply just asking, what do you mean by that? I do that a whole lot. When I get confused on a person, I'm be like, hey, this nigga a hypocrite. Oh, this nigga an agent. You'll be wise not to call a person a hypocrite and an agent. Those are tools of Satan, which turns one against one another. It's like calling somebody a snitch in the street. And if that person's not a snitch, do you know what you just did? You sentenced an innocent man to the worst, to death. But if that innocent man has God with him, do you know what you done to yourself? And if you're naive to what you're doing out of passion, you will be humbled. Or you will continue to go down that road and become an arrogant person. Now, I made a post or a comment about some weed, right? At the end of the Ramadan, and I was with my family, with my people, all these people I grew up with in the streets, and all these people that my little brother grew up with, and how we all come together 7 years after his death. My brother died October the 16th, 2010. The happiest day of my life, 1995, October the 16th, 1995, October the 16th. The Million Man March, man, was the happiest day of my life. And I know I brought more men to Washington individually, as an individual soldier. I brought over 19 brothers with me, all lost found. But that was the happiest day of my life, and my brother died on the happiest day of my life. And that's the day that me and Allah became close as the jugular vein, because I understood that He, the life giver, is more important than the life that was taken. And being around all these individuals and knowing these brothers, some of those, man, they just, it's all they know is the streets. Then you have others that grew up in the same neighborhood that went on to become professors, coaches, doctors, teachers, accountants. And I know them because we all used to smoke weed together or hustle together. And I'm looking at us and I'm smiling and I'm saying, man, because I know the hearts of these people and they know me. And I'm thinking about what they have accomplished and how much they love helping the next man. And I'm thinking about all the hell that I've been through from those who claim to be upright people. And I'm thinking about these people smoking weed, and I'm saying, man, I've been so secluded and striving so hard that I almost got bougie. So that was my conclusion for Ramadan. I'm like, man. And then I started thinking about all the other backstabbing people. I wasn't talking about just believers in the mosque. I'm talking about Christianity, niggas in the street, other type of people. All the people that I know, that I do know, that smoke weed, man, and it's not all out in the street. And I'm thinking about the accomplishment, who they are. I'm like, wow. And I start thinking about the people that don't, and how they act and how they treat each other and treat the next man. I just happen to say, you know, that there's more people that smoke weed that believe in God than those who don't smoke weed that claims to believe in God. And then I get a charge and accused with attacking my brother, Dr. Wesley. And I want to say to those of you who attack me for Brother Wesley, which is my brother, that's my man. What are you talking about? I hope when he was getting attacked by Chicago, that you had that same love for the brother. Because now that the minister endorsed him and he's back out front, I hope you ain't just jumped back on the bandwagon for when these same individuals turn on him for the love that the minister had for this brother. I hope you don't turn on the brother. I agree with his study. I do agree with it. I can put his study in a proper perspective. There's nothing wrong with that. But I wasn't even thinking about the brother. So here come this brother, Clayton. I think he's from Chicago, little soldier. I know he come from that walk, that life, that gangster life, and the minister touched him and changed him. But I also know when you was out in the street, you didn't have no leadership. You probably was savage as hell. And so you bring that savagery over to the FOI. From Detroit, as a young G, we looked up to the OGs and listened and respected the OGs. Got to go to part 2. But I'm going to get back on what I was on concerning what's going on in my city. But I just have to say these couple videos for my conclusion of Ramadan. Assalamu alaikum.